Aquila, the eagle in the night sky. This isn't your ordinary American eagle, but it is a space eagle. And if you're wondering why we're doing this video, we made this video to show you the interesting parts of Aquila, and totally not because we were told to by a lab instructor. And if you're asking why you should care about the constellation Aquila, stop asking so many questions. We'll get to that later in the video. For now, enjoy the pictures and the music.
The constellation Aquila occupies approximately 652 square degrees in the fourth quadrant of the northern hemisphere. It is the 22nd biggest star constellation in the sky. There are 11 fixed stars in the constellation Aquila, the most notable of which are Altair, Epsilon Aquil, Zeta Aquil, Alshane, and Turaz. The brightest star in the constellation Aquila is Altair. Altair is the 12th brightest star in the sky, with an apparent magnitude of 0.77. Altair is a Type A main sequence star. It's only 16.8 light years away from Earth. Its literal translation in Arabic is the flying eagle. It has a mass of 1.8 times the sun. It rotates at roughly 286 kilometers at its equator, and it is one of the three stars that form the summer triangle, with the other two being Vega and Deneb. The next star is Epsilon Aquil. It's a triple star system, 154 light years from Earth. In Arabic, it means tail of the eagle. It is a K-type giant containing a lot of barium and other heavy elements. Its apparent magnitude is 4.02. Alshane, the seventh brightest star in the constellation Aquila. It is a G-class subgiant, 44.7 light years from Earth. Its name is derived from Persian Arabic. Its meaning is peregrine falcon. Its apparent magnitude is 3.71, yet it is 6 times more luminous than the sun. The next brightest star is Zeta Aquil, a mere 83.2 light years from Earth. It is a white A-type main sequence star. It is part of a double star system and has an apparent magnitude of 2.99. The final star on our list is Turaz, the second brightest star in our constellation. It is 2,960 times more luminous than our sun. It is a notable source of X-ray radiation and has a stellar classification of K3. Its apparent magnitude is 2.72, lying 461 light years from Earth. Its meaning in Persian is the beam of the scale. 100 million years old, it is already forming a carbon core. Lying in the constellation is stellar object NGC 6751, also known as the Glowing Eye Nebula. It is approximately 0.8 light years in diameter. The star at the center has a temperature of approximately 140,000 degrees Kelvin. The glowing eye nebula is roughly 6,500 light years away from Earth. Also in the constellation is stellar object NGC 6741, the Phantom Streak Nebula. The Phantom Streak Nebula is 7,000 light years away from Earth and is classified as a planetary nebula, though no planets are responsible for its formation. Another nebula in the constellation Aquila is NGC 6781. It is classified as a planetary nebula. It is a colorful ring-shaped nebula with bright red on the outside and a striking blue interior.
Aquila was vital to Zeus during the battle against the Titans. He would deliver to Zeus his lightning bolts after they were thrown. After the battle and the Titans were cast down into the underworld, Zeus adopted Aquila as his pet. Aquila was eventually instructed by Zeus to find the most beautiful boy in the world, so he would become the cupbearer for the gods. He chose Ganymede, a small Trojan boy that tended sheep, who then became immortal to fulfill the duty that Zeus had sought for him. Aquila also had a darker duty assigned to him as well. When the Titan Prometheus gave fire to man, Zeus was enraged as he did not think that man was worthy of the gift. As punishment, Prometheus was chained to the side of a mountain and had his liver eaten by Aquila every day. After years of this, Aquila met his end with the god Hercules, slayed Aquila as he agreed with Prometheus. Zeus was stricken with grief and placed Aquila's body in the heavens, where he became the constellation we see today. In Chinese mythology, there are many different versions of this story. The story that we are discussing today is that of the coward and the weaver girl, or Nilang and Zainu respectively. Zainu was the daughter of the Jade Emperor, and every day she would descend to earth using a magical robe to bathe. One day, Nilang saw her bathing and fell in love instantly. He stole her robe and essentially kidnapped her. She fell in love with the cowherder during her captivity, making it to where the Jade Emperor could not interfere with their relationship. They soon married and lived a simple life with 2 children, with Nilang herding the livestock and Zainu weaving textiles and fabric in their home. One day, Zainu found a box containing her magical robe and used to ascend and descend to the heavens, and desired to see her father again. There are several interpretations as to what happens next, so I shall explain both. Interpretation 1. When Zainu returned to the heavens, the Jade Emperor summoned a river to block her passage back to Earth. This is the Milky Way we see in the night sky. Once he saw how his daughter still loved the cowherder. He allowed them to see each other once a year on the 7th day of the 7th month. Interpretation number 2. Zainu was abducted by her mother, the Queen Mother, under orders of the Jade Emperor. Nilang chased after her on the celestial cattle, and when he got close, the Queen Mother used a golden hairpin to weave a silver river, the Milky Way, to permanently block his pursuit. Their love for one another impressed the magpies, so thousands upon thousands of them created a crossing for them to see each other once more. The Queen Mother became endeared to their love and allowed them to see each other on the 7th day of the 7th month of each year. In both cases, the Milky Way blocks the 2 lovers. This is represented by the Milky Way cutting between 2 stars, Altair, the brightest star of Aquila, that represents Nilang, and Vega of the Lyra constellation, representing Zainu. The 7th day of the 7th month in the Chinese calendar hosts a magpie celebration, which some consider the Chinese Valentine's Day.